Hello, fellow murderers. Today is Saturday, June 8th, 2024, and it's a great day to solve a murder. Today we have deductive logico in the case of the touristy spear, and we have 6 4x4 grids with suspects, motives, locations, and weapons. Today is an impossible Murdle puzzle, so we have statements as well, 4 statements, 1 for each suspect, and we know that one of these must be a lie and the other 3 must be true. Whomever is lying will be our murderer today, and that's how we'll crack the case. All right, let's go ahead and meet our suspects today. All right, I'm going to give it a shot. The amazing AUREOLIN, I think. I think that sounded like a pretty reasonable pronunciation. Somebody put that in the comments, so thank you for that suggestion, AUREOLIN. If anyone else has a guess they want to venture, please feel free to put it out there. Officer Copper, far more straightforward pronunciation. Father Mango, and Dean Glaucus. Our weapons today are an ancient anchor, the steering wheel, a fishing spear, and a toxic blowfish. Our locations today are the boiler room, the deck, the captain's quarters, and the lifeboat. And our motives today are to win an argument, to escape blackmail, to inherit a fortune, and to rage with jealousy. Alrighty, let's check out our clues and evidence. So we've got the steering wheel. Let's see who had the steering wheel. That's going to be Dean Glaucus. Alright, diving right in, we've got Dean Glaucus with the steering wheel. A suspect clearly planning to inherit a fortune was found outdoors. Let's check out our locations and see which ones are outdoors. Okay, so we can just eliminate the boiler room and the captain's quarters here. So let's go to the motive, and we're looking for inheriting a fortune, and we're going to take out the captain's quarters. Or sorry, is this? Nope, wrong one. The boiler room and the captain's quarters. Right? Yes, there we go. So those two are outdoor locations, or sorry, those two are indoor locations, and the person clearly planning to inherit a fortune, which is this motive here, was found outdoors, so we can eliminate these two as indoor locations. Okay. Whoever wanted to win an argument was a Taurus. Okay, let's check out our suspects. Aries, Taurus, Virgo. So that's going to be Father Mango wanted to win an argument. Okay. A touristy spear was discovered behind the captain's desk. I'm going to assume the captain's desk is going to be in the captain's quarters. I'm going to assume yes. It doesn't say so, which I would like, but I'm going to assume yes. I think the touristy spear is going to be this one. Yeah, a fishing spear popular with tourists. And there's the title, of course. So this is the fishing spear. I'm going to say the captain's quarters. So that will mean that Dean Glaucus was not in the captain's quarters. I think that's all we know for now for that. A medium weight weapon was found in the lifeboat. Okay, let's check out the weapons, see what is medium weight. We've got heavy, medium, and light. So it's between these two. Wait, actually, it's not between these two because we already know the location for the fishing spear. So we can say that the steering wheel was in the lifeboat along with Dean Glaucus. I'm just marking these in because we know that's the motive for Father Mango, so we can say it's not the motive for Dean Glaucus. Okay. We've got an anagram next. The person who wanted to escape blackmail was on the deck. Okay. Pretty easy one there. The deck. Escape blackmail. Put that in. You can also say that's not Dean Glaucus's motive in the lifeboat. That does give us Dean Glaucus's motive to inherit a fortune. So you can put that in. That was just by process of elimination. It was the only one left in this column for the lifeboat. Okay, so you can put that in. I feel like we should have more, but maybe not yet. Okay, the person who wanted to rage with jealousy was not in the boiler room. Okay, that's going to actually round out our motives and locations. So we've got the boiler room. We can say they were not in the boiler room if they wanted to rage with jealousy. So, oh, this is great. This is going to give us Father Mango's motive to rage with jealousy in the boiler room. So sorry, it gives us Father Mango's location. We had the motive before. So we can say, well, actually, we don't know the weapon yet, so we can't put that in. But it has to be one of these two. So we can eliminate the fishing spear for Father Mango because we now know he was not in the captain's quarters. All right, let me make sure I've got everything marked in here. Oh, of course, was missing this one. So the captain's quarters, that's raging with jealousy, and that is the fishing spear. So we can put that in as well. And we can put this in here. Okay, I think that's all we've got for now. But it's a pretty good spread, so I'm going to go ahead and hit save in anticipation of needing to do some process of elimination with today's statements. We'll see though how that shakes out. Okay, so as we go through these, we're going to go line by line and see if any of them must be true or must be false based on what we've already found or how they relate to one another. Then, if we don't find anything there that's useful, we'll go line by line and assume each person is lying by taking the inverse of their statement and trying to make the other three statements true. If that doesn't work, then we know that person must be telling the truth, and so we can go on and on throughout the list until we finally reach our conclusion. Hopefully, though, we'll be able to find it a little easier than that. So let's go ahead and dive in. So we have a magician lives by code. Officer Copper was in the captain's quarters. So as far as we know, that could be possible, so we can skip that for now. An ancient anchor was not in the boiler room. Okay, so it's possible that it was, it's possible that it wasn't, so we can kind of skip that as well. Toxic blowfish not on the deck, also possible or not possible. And steering wheel not on the deck. Okay, so this one, it's not necessarily useful, but we know this must be true. So it just eliminates the things that we need to check. So this must be true because we already have the location of the steering wheel in the lifeboat with Dean Glaucus. So Dean Glaucus is definitely not our murderer today. So it's between these three. Let's go ahead and start by trying to make this one a lie. So let's say Officer Copper. So again, I'm going to just hit save here. That'll allow us to hit the recycling button here and reset to this current state. So let's say Officer Copper was not in the captain's quarters. And again, that's just taking the inverse of this statement. So we'll say Officer Copper was not in the captain's quarters. That would mean that Officer Copper was on the deck and that the amazing Orlean, Amazing Orlean. Why can I not say this name? It's really bad. AUREOLIN. Oh my god. I think we had settled on AUREOLIN. I'm gonna stick with that. Okay. So they were in the captain's quarters, which would assign them the fishing spear. And are we okay? And the rage with jealousy motive, that would give Copper the blackmail motive. And okay, so I think that's it from this one. So this must be true and this must be true. So an anchor not in the boiler room. Does that mean that anchor was on the deck, which would work for Officer Copper, I think? And then a blowfish. Is this right? Is the first one? Oh my gosh. All right. As I was going through it and saying like, oh, you don't want to do all that. And I was like, oh, but don't we don't like it when it's too easy. So I guess I jinxed myself there. So let's just triple check this. Anchor, not in the boiler room. Check. Toxic blowfish, not on the deck. Check. Steering wheel, not on the deck. Check. Well, this works. So and now I have to say the dang name again. Okay. Serves me right. The amazing Aureolin? God, people are gonna like dislike this video. It's like 30% just me not knowing how to say this name. Amazing Aureolin with the fishing spear, apropos of the title. In the captain's quarters to rage with jealousy. All right, let's go ahead and see if we were right. All right, we were right. Except maybe for the pronunciation, who knows? But thanks so much for playing along with me today. I'd love to see how you did. There's this share how you did button down here. You can copy it to your clipboard, paste it in the comments. I think there's a hyperlink in there that if you take that out, that will make sure your comment goes in nice and easily. So thanks to the person who pointed that out, super helpful. And it's always great to see what your thought process was and how it went. So looking forward to seeing that, and we'll see you tomorrow.